Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Ogre Battle March of the Black Queen. Orpheus and his army are here in the Calbi Peninsula. We're making our way down to the enemy's fortress in the southwest, and in that fortress is one of the Emperor's 4 Devas, General Figaro. So, we're going to learn about General Figaro from the people in this city right here. They have a little bit of info on him. So, let's see what they have to say. I heard that General Figaro is the best swordsman of the 4 Devas. He's developed a special attack which is said to have cut a dragon in half with one blow. Not only that, but he's a Black Knight Gars. You don't stand a chance. Well, we actually do stand a chance because we are extremely over-leveled. We're extremely over-leveled because this map was opened up a long time ago. It was opened up not long after we cleared Diaspola, where we got Norn. But we skipped it because we wanted to wait until we got General Debonair, one of the other Devas. We just recruited him at Shangri-La. So he was, remember, we fought him way back at the slums of Zenobia. And we made him question, you know, what this war is all about. And he said, oh, I'm going to go back and talk with Empress Endora. He did. She deemed him a traitor. She imprisoned him. And because we recruited Norn, his wife, at Diaspola, he joined our party too. Well, he's also a Deva. And so he's going to have some dialogue here with his fellow Deva Figaro. So, but that's the reason why we just waited so long. Because we waited so long, we are extremely over-leveled, which is why I'm mainly using evil characters here. Because remember, when you defeat characters that are extremely lower level than you, you can take an alignment hit. So, also charisma hit. So, I didn't really want my good characters to take that, mainly the alignment hit. Charisma is not that important because most of our characters are already at their max advancement. The only ones that may have some advancing to do yet are the dragons, the fairies that need to become sylphs, the angels. We don't have any of them yet, and the Dragoneers need to become Dragon Masters. You see a bunch of Dragoneers here. We were lucky we got quite a few Stone of Dragoses to turn our Beastmen into Dragoneers. But if you don't have, if you weren't lucky to get Stones of Dragos, or you just like Dragoneers, one thing you can do is in Muspelm, in the shop in Muspelm, there's an item called the Charm. It's for 50,000 Goth. You can use that on an enemy unit, and any character that isn't the unit leader, you use the Charm on it, and they'll come over to your side. So for instance, if you use the Charm on this unit, you would get a Silver Dragon and 2 Dragoneers. So, but we got lucky, we got some Stones of Dragos from defeating enemies and also finding them as treasure. But that's another way to get some Dragoneers. But you can also get Stones of Dragos back at Diaspola from the wizard Borgnine. Remember, if you find Sentinel Demons, you can trade them to him for either 10,000 Goth, an Undead Staff, or a Stone of Dragos. Most people would go with the Undead Staff because you can use that on your mage to turn them into a sorcerer, so they get double hit-all back row attacks. And then if you're lucky to get an Undead Ring, which you can get from finding Book of the Deads, trading those Book of the Deads, trade them into Badista back in the Sharam district. You can get Undead Rings from him to turn your sorcerers into Liches, and Liches are the most powerful magic casters you can get in your army. So, Mage Rashidi, though, is he's even stronger than a Lich. Lich has 3 back row attacks. When we fight Mage Rashidi, spoiler, at the very end of the game, he has 6 back row hit all magic attacks. So, yeah. Speaking of Mage Rashidi, one of the reasons why we were told that the Deva Figaro was here is because the Mage Rashidi is actually in this area. The people saying, oh, Figaro's here probably to protect Mage Rashidi. Well, Mage Rashidi really doesn't need any protection. Like I said, he's really, really powerful. Unless you have, I guess, a world card, because then you shut down all his magic. But, anyway, yeah, he's here to protect Major Sheedy, and we don't know why Major Sheedy is here, but we can, kind of take a guess that he's trying to find that Chaos Gate that, Orpheus uncovered in the last episode in the northeast. That Chaos Gate leads to Organa, but of course, we already went to Organa. Organa opened up through the Chaos Gate that we found in the Balmorian ruins, and that's the island that Fenrir of Ice was on, so we ended up recruiting her. She was actually the first High Knight that we recruited. We also recruited Slust from Muspelm. That's where I mentioned earlier where you can get the charm item from the shop there. So now all you have to do is recruit the final High Knight, Fogel. So we were told about him, I believe in Organa, that some of the knights went to where he's at to try to get Fogel to come by and help, so. But we'll uncover them a little bit later, that Sky Island, so. Ooh, now there was a eunuch and I snuck by earlier here, so that's why I gotta keep Orpheus around here. There's one of those Wildmen units was sneaking around this area, so he's somewhere around here. That's why we can't have Orpheus going too far around to go liberating some of those cities over to the east, because then that unit would sneak by, and can't have that happen. So we'll just keep taking out these units here. So trying to find out what type of unit it was there. So it had the Wildmen I remember seeing. So what unit has the Wildmen in it? The ones with the silver dragons. So 3 Wildmen, silver dragon in the front row. So that's I think a snow unit? Snow or plains. So, well, we just had, whatchamacallit, our tributes come in earlier. So, we shouldn't take longer than another day to finish this area off. So, might as well deploy the unit that has Debonair in it. That way, in case if that unit does sneak past Orpheus for some reason, we have another unit back there to guard. So, I guess I've been playing a little sloppy because overconfidence. So, back to Star Wars, you know, like Luke said to the Emperor in Return of the Jedi, your overconfidence is your weakness. Well, Orpheus is getting a little overconfident here because his army is so much stronger than the enemy's. But he'll be back to normal in the next campaign that he has to run. So, So what's this? 3 episodes in a row where I made a Star Wars reference? Star Wars. Oh, there's that the Wildman unit. They just appeared under Orpheus's range there. So. He finally spotted them. So, alright. Let's see if we can take this unit out. Shouldn't be too hard. With all our Lich's magic. Nice. It's a good advantage there. The stun hits pretty much gonna hit everybody because we're, like I said, so over leveled. So, donk. Shutting down this unit, and now the Lich just has to finish them all off. Although I don't think he will. The angel may survive. Yep. So, oh well, she's really hurting, and we have a pretty good wall here. She's not going anywhere. Well, she's going right to Douglas's unit. They're getting quite a bit of work here. Not too worried about the monks, because the monks are already at their max advantage, and the monks, they ain't really fighting. They're just healing, so they're not going to suffer that charisma and alignment penalty. As long as you keep them in the back row where all they're going to be doing is healing, they'll be fine. So, now this unit is, the alignment of it is going to be of its characters are going to be pretty bad. Well, other than the Halloween there. Halloween, like I said, is also not doing any finishing units off. He only just halves hit points, so he's still kind of safe. But hey, we might see something here. We might see the Halloween actually defeat one of these phantoms. Yep, see? The big pumpkin head is a white magic attack. So, we just saw he dropped the big pumpkin there, and the monk will take care of the other one. Well, yeah, that's pretty neat. I got to show that off. So, you wouldn't think that a pumpkin dropped on something would be white magic, but it is. So, we are not gonna complain. So, of course, in that instance, for them to target the undead, you're gonna have to set your tactics to weak, which is usually the tactic that you don't want to have your targets on when fighting undead, because then the clerics won't be targeting them with their healing spells. And this unit may survive just because with all the healing that those clerics in the back row are doing, but it's only a matter of time before we cut them down. Yeah, not too worried about losing battles here. Probably the only one we'd lose would be against General Figaro, not because of damage, but because, you know, you have to beat him in one turn. Boo. Tower card. That's okay. This unit has all special characters in it, so we're not going to use it. Except for, like I said, for this special dialogue that we got here. Were you able to find Brunhild? It's somewhere in the Castellation Sea. Yep, we got it. And that's why we were able to uncover all these Chaos Gates. The Griffin hanging out with Orpheus is currently wielding it. Once again, how a Griffin can wield a sword, I don't know, but we'll just say magic. A wizard did it. So, bonk. And wizard's about to do a lot of damage here to these golems. Gonna do a quick pause there. Yep. Sometimes when I'm playing the game, when the animals need some attention or something, or they're trying to get into something they shouldn't be getting into, those critters. Spark Plug and Pops. Pops is usually on my lap getting petted as I make these voiceovers, but right now we have Spartacus is on top of me. Pops is all curled up. It's pretty funny. I wish I could take a photo. Oh, maybe I'll take a photo and I'll put it in at the end of the episode. But he's sleeping under a pillow, and the only thing you can see is his tail. It's like he probably thinks he's like, I'm so well covered and hidden here. But you can obviously tell where he is because of his tail's hanging out. So, silly Pops. But, yeah, he's a cutie. So, you can get away with a lot of things when you're cute. That's why Pops gets away with everything. And Spartacus too, so. But, I bet Orpheus got away with a lot of stuff. Oh, there's this. Oh, I totally forgot about this group. Yeah, the Worms and Wildmen. There's only 2 of them in this thing, so that's why they took up such small thing on my notes that I totally missed them. So, but it makes sense that the flying unit will be coming up this way over all this water and snow. So, once again, even though we don't have a lot of attacks, our attacks will do a lot of damage. So, yeah, we should easily win this battle. And if not by damage, well, we're just gonna take out this leader right here. So they'll retreat, and we have quite a few units already down there, including that one Lich unit down by the enemy base. So yeah, we can just let them go. Orpheus level 13, which is still good. Much lower than the rest of the army. I know we had that one person say when our leader gets to about the level of the leader of the area. That's about time you should finish the thing. Well, Orpheus is level 13 there. Figaro is actually level 15, so it's just that Orpheus's army is so much more stronger than him, but we kind of want that, so. Of course, the reason why is that way if Orpheus ever does get in combat, and he does win, he's gonna never take a charisma or an alignment hit, because he's always gonna be fighting enemies that are much stronger than him. And remember what the one folks way back at the beginning of the game said, that, you know, nobody likes a bully. You know, they root for the underdog, so seeing Orpheus as the underdog just helps keep that alignment up. And Orpheus being the face of the army, we want him to have that, you know, that good good reputation, that good image to he truly is the face of the army. And what a face he has. Yeah, we see it there. He's like Pops. Like I said, Pops, though, he's showing his tail from under the pillow. In the thumbnail, Orpheus is showing his face from underneath the covers. So, cute little Orpheus. Yep. He has a lot of heroes in his family. He'll have a future hero, Rex, and then Prince Hermes. Prince Hermes is going to be in Dragon Warrior 2. The hero in that. Rex, I don't have my note on hand here. Let me pull them up here. But yeah, I have a big notes of all the games that I'm going to eventually play. And I try to, like I said, when a pet passes away, I pencil them in if the parent gives me permission. So Rex will be going into, he'll be the hero for Parallel Worlds, the first quest. That game, it's a Zelda hack of A Link to the Past, Zelda 3 for the Super Nintendo. It has 2 quests in it, but in order to get the second quest, you have to name your character a certain name, so Rex will only be the hero for the first quest, because that's the only one you get to name it after something. You can choose your own name. So, I wonder if Rex was a Rex. Rex is a type of coat. It's a gene that rats have. If the rat has a Rex gene in it, it has like a curly type coat. So, and if it has a double Rex gene, then they don't have any hair. They're hairless rats, which is what Pops is. Pops is a double Rex hairless. All different types of rat types and colors and coats, and even ear placements. Top ears obviously have ears on their top of their head. If they're on the side of their head, there's Dumbos. So I've mainly had top ear rats. My first rat ever though was a Dumbo, Merlin. So he's on my YouTube channel. The banner at the top, there's a rat kind of hiding. One of the 4 Devas, General Figaro, is in Calbia Castle on the southwest peninsula. Ever since Zenobia Castle was liberated, the Empire has been in worries, and I went a little fast there, but I think they basically said that the Empire's worried and they really want to stop you, so that's another reason why they sent him here. If you want to see the actual dialogue, just go back and pause it, you know, as it's going on. But, yep, Merlin is the little rat there hiding, peeking his head out from a little tri-stand calendar at the vet. So it was really funny. Rats tend to just, you know, because they're prey animals, they like to hide whenever they're scared. And at the vet, Merlin would always like to hide, but he'd always like to, like I said, that little a trifold. It wasn't a calendar, it was like an information pamphlet. And Merlin would like to crawl in there. But he'd still peek his head out. It's like he was afraid, and his instinct was telling him, like, you know, you need to hide. But at the same time, too, his curiosity was like, but stick your head out and see what's going on. So maybe he was just, his instinct was telling him, like I said, to hide. But at the same time, he also knew, like, Daddy was around, and nothing was going to happen when Daddy was around, so. Mr. Bison here. Not to be confused with the M. Bison from Street Fighter, who was the final boss. But apparently he wasn't always the final boss. I think, whatchamacallit, from what I've read, there's like 4 bosses. Balrog, who's a boxer, Vega, who's like a matador, Sagat, who's a TIE fighter, not like a TIE fighter like Star Wars, but like a martial arts TIE fighter, and then they had like a dictator, M. Bison, but apparently the boxer was supposed to be named M. Bison, like a spoof on Mike Tyson, but I think they were afraid that they might get Capcom, the developer thing, might get sued, so they changed the names around. Like I think the boxer was supposed to be M. Bison, the matador was supposed to be Balrog, and the dictator guy was supposed to be Vega, but they just shifted him down to the left, so Vega went to the matador, Balrog went from the matador to the boxer, and M. Bison went from the boxer to the dictator guy. So, but I'm not a Street Fighter player, but you know, I've run into people who played Street Fighter and stuff, or seen people talk about the lore and stuff like that. So, hey, Figaro, so you're the boys who brought down Debonair. Looks like you're too late though. Rashidi has already gone to the Sky Islands. He's as powerful as a god. No, more powerful than a god. With powers great as that, even the 3 High Knights don't stand a chance. Well, gentlemen, it's time for me to take revenge for Debonair. Well, he will not take revenge on us because we're just gonna run away. Goodbye. Shoink. As you can see, that one person lied. They said he had some platinum dragons. No, he has black dragons with him. But dragons are dragons. They can be tough. We don't have anyone like Debonair who could chop through a dragon in one hit. But too many tarot cards. What one will we throw away? See a star? Probably give it towers too. It seems that the reason the Major Rashidi came here is to break through a Chaos Gate. The Emperor doesn't have Brunhild, so they must instead use some powerful spell. Now why would they want to send troops to the Sky Islands? So they can recruit the High Knights. But they did recruit the High Knights. Well, kind of. They charmed the High Knights. But we actually recruited them. Yep, Orpheus recruited them because he's a good guy. He's a good guy, so that's why he was able to recruit them. He didn't need a charm spell to recruit them. Nope. Boo. There's a bad card. We don't even need to keep it. Last night I saw many Imperial troops advancing to the north. What if they're moving around at night to keep the rebels from seeing where they go? What could be so important to the north? Well, to the north is that Chaos Gate that we uncovered last episode, so that's what they're doing. Remember, like I said, the game will kind of give you a little bit of a clue as to where the Chaos Gates are. Of course, if you're watching my playthrough, you won't need that. Oh no! But what we need to do is we need to take that city back over for the Empire. Somebody snuck by! Or if he's making another tactical error, but it's okay. We'll get that reputation back when we defeat this area. So we lose 5 for losing that city, but we'll gain 5 when we take over this area. So, and we'll gain some stats here from the Judgment card. Some hit points. Yeah, what card do we want to throw out? Maybe another star card or a tower card. Olison was a vital port for trade routes between Zenobia and Milano, but now the boats are just sitting in the harbor unused. That's, I guess, what war happens, you know, stuff, trade runs to a standstill. Because, you know, too much risk, I guess. Oh, one of these units. We must have forgot about it because it was so badly injured. because it looks like they got, yeah, a new giant and a new beastman in the back. So we're about to get another tarot card because there's a hidden city. So let's use up one of our tarot cards so we don't have to throw it away. Now this unit is kind of weaker because we haven't been leveling them because they're special characters. So this may be actually a little bit of a better fight. Yeah, you see we're not really doing a lot of damage. Solid in there though, he has some pretty decent levels and intelligence, but the other one's not too much. So I'm just gonna throw on the animations just so we can see what Debonair looks like when he fights. There's that little charge attack, slices. And here's another city that we found. Like I said, we'll get a card. We'll also get a card, I guess, when we take back that city that we lost to the Empire. So we could have used 2 tarot cards if we needed to. But let's have Gilbert's unit here come up and fight General Figaro. Get that special dialogue. He's a plains unit, so it'll take a while. So we don't need to have him liberate that city. Oh, reputation just went up a little bit there from liberating this town. That's what happens when you have a good character with high alignment liberate towns, like Orpheus. Hey, we probably got our alignment all the way back, reputation all the way back, because that lever card gives +2 as well. But the Empire has already found a Chaos Gate. To find one without Brunhild will require no less than the Major Sheedy himself. Where did they find it? In the mountains to the north of here, I heard. So there's another clue as to where the Chaos Gate is. We already got it at the beginning of our campaign here, so kind of to be a few minutes into the last episode. And Orpheus got some treasure to find down there in the south, those little islands down there. Ooh, tarot card. Once again, not a really good card. Black magic damage. It doesn't target enemies that fly, so not really a great card. But you know, it could be useful in a pinch. So, but probably one of the worst damaging cards because it, like I said, doesn't damage all characters. And black magic, a lot of the enemies tend to be, you know, evil or have good black resistance. So, what treasure do we got? A Beolus. That is an axe. It is, I believe, fire elemental. Let me just make sure here. Yes, it is a fire axe plus 17 strength. The strongest fire weapon in terms of boost to strength. So, yeah, it looks like fire has the least, the strongest. So, Beolus at plus 17. Debonair, you're alive. It's been a long time, Figaro. I've come to meet you. What are you doing with the rebels? And what do you mean, you've come to meet me? Wake up, Figaro. The Empire is finished. What? Are you turning traitor? Are you betraying the Highlands? Her Highness is not who we knew before. Look at this country. The people don't even have food to put into their mouths. They're starving. And yet people like Apro stuff their bellies and destroy our honor. We of the Highlands do not follow the way of barbarians. We don't desire the evil power of black magic. Unsheath your sword. Unsheath the Debonair. I swore an oath to endure, an oath of eternal service. I cannot break that oath. On my honor, on the honor of the 4 Devas, I must fight you. And so we have a fight between friends. So, well, let's have this fight take out for a little bit. So, whoop. See what happens here. Whoop. Although we will not be able to probably defeat this unit. Yeah, we don't want to lose Gilbert there. Send in the Lich. Look, they'll finish it off. So, and because we talked with Figaro with Debonair and got that dialogue, when we end up defeating Figaro, one of the things that will happen is he will give us the sword that he drew And that sword is the Durandal sword. The Durandal sword is a black magic sword, gives plus 12 strength. So, not necessarily a very powerful sword, but, you know, it's plus 12 strength is better than nothing. So, well, there goes one of the dragons. Heal ourselves up here, just keep our lycanthrope there in the front healed up. Aw, he got kissed. He took a beating and then he got kissed. Not that that kiss will help because he already used his attack. And hey, look at that, we managed to stun the boss even. Now, would Lich be able to defeat it? I don't think so. Oops, well, he's at such low hit points that the other unit with the Lich will be able to finish it off, so. The Lich with the Witch. Although both of the units had witches and liches. So. Ouch, hit my ninja. Alright, she kissed the Lich. That's probably kind of gross, but, you know, because he's just basically a big skeleton. Yeah, if you can be stupid and foolishly change your Lich back into a skeleton, but that would just be total waste, so, yeah. Not a wise move. Debonair, I've lived my life according to what I believe. Live your life according to what you believe. Take this sword. Don't speak, just be still, Figaro. Take care of her highness for me. Figaro, don't die. You can't die. And with that, we get, like I said, Figaro's sword, the Durandal. Black magic, plus 12. So, someone will end up using it. So, there's quite a few swords that are much better than that. Black magic, Relic, Fafnir, the Black Sword, Zephyrus, and Hanlu are just, there are 5 right there that give better bonuses. But, like I said, plus 12 is better than nothing, so. So, well, that's another area defeated, and, well, come back in our next episode where we choose one of those 3 to take on. Have a good day. Bye!